Women's health starts in the teenage years, and given the current epidemic of endometriosis and PCOS, among other conditions among today's women, it's important to do everything we can to make sure younger generations don't bear the same burden. Dr. Nat Kringoudis is an expert on the matter. She is here with more, and she has a new book coming out, Beautiful You. This is really targeting our young women, all the changes they're about to go through or are going through, right?
Yeah, just about having the information. I know when I was a teenager, I was handed a book and I was obsessed with it, but it didn't really tell me very much. It had a lot of diagrams that didn't really look anything like what I looked like, and it was a really confronting time, a really heavy time, and lots of confusion and questions. So I really believe that being able to educate young women as their body's changing can be a game changer for the long haul.
Yeah, and we were saying it's not really the most comfortable conversation. It's maybe more obvious for boys going through puberty, and like you said, maybe more fun for them.
I think it's more fun. I think it's far more fun for teenage boys.
Yeah.
Their reproductive organs are obvious to them. They can see them. Women, you can't really see yours. So I know I certainly was encouraged to get a mirror and have a look or anything like that.
Right.
But I also think that just having these conversations, I think it weighs in heavy, because things like contraception, you know, a teenage girl falling pregnant, this weighs in on a young woman when she might not even understand what that means. So I think it's not that it's not serious, it is, but how can we have more conversations? How can we make it a little bit lighter and a little bit more of an experience that's not negative for young women?
So that when there are questions, your daughter or your niece or your cousin will come to you and not just be confused.
Absolutely. And I think as women, as mothers, as aunties, cousins, whoever, it's up to us to lead by example as well, you know. So young women are looking to us for answers, and we might not have what they are. So that's why something like Beautiful You is designed to help them really understand their menstrual cycles, understand their signs and symptoms. If you have acne, what does that mean? If I have period pain, you know, is there something wrong with me? Look, and if there isn't, it's, you know, it just tells you that maybe you need to fix something, but it's not necessarily a huge issue. So really having those gentle conversations and just putting the facts out so that it's not as heavy.
I liked how you put it, that the symptoms can kind of give us clues. Rather than be scared of those symptoms, what are those things telling us about ourselves?
We fear the worst, right? Especially if you don't understand your body. You think that often there's something wrong, or I know people that just don't even want to go to their doctor because they don't want to be told that there's a problem.
And
it's not necessarily the case. It's just a clue that there's something internally that's not behaving, and how do we get that back on track again? And it's not that big of a deal. So just having that information, I always say knowledge is power. Like the more that you have, you can make informed choices. It's not scary, and you know, you understand how your body works.
Yeah, for sure. I've got 3 daughters, and then there's me, so I'm going to need that book before you.
Absolutely. And this is what I recognise is no 14-year-olds going out and buying a book about their hormones. They don't care, but they might care about how they look or how they feel. So really tapping in on that and allowing them to feel supported, I think, is so important.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Great
you.
information. You can follow Dr. Nat on social media to learn more about teen hormone health and the upcoming book, Beautiful You. Go to natkringoudis.com.